They say it's rude to talk while eating, but I'm really in the mood for a sausage pizza from Uncle Louie's. So while the hungry side of me takes down this pie like a champ, the smarter side of me will talk to you about some of the goings-on in the sports world, plus share some stats and cards. The 2023 baseball season will begin soon, and this year's Hall of Fame results are official. As mentioned here last month, Fred McGriff was voted by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee. Scott Rowland was the only player voted in by the writers, receiving 76.3% in his 6th year on the ballot. In his first year of eligibility, he gathered just 10.2%. Those who have been eligible from past years that have moved up considerably during the last 4 ballots include Todd Helton, Billy Wagner, and Andruw Jones. 12 names have been taken off due to receiving less than 5% of votes, and this was Jeff Kent's final year to be recognized by the writers. Over the next 2 years, the big names eligible for first time include Adrian Beltre and Ichiro Suzuki. Will Ichiro pull a Mariano and pull in 100% of the votes? I'm a little surprised that Carlos Beltran couldn't get even 50%. He didn't get officially settled in as manager in 2020, and I wonder if the team would have had their recent success with him managing, or if it's a case of that Buck Showalter mojo. Allow me to take the time and share belated thanks for some holiday gifts I received. The first goes out to my best friend in the whole wide world, Scott at Reindeer Studios, who, along with that famous Mossy card, sent this 1955 Topps Wally Moon. It's one of 2 variations, which is actually an upgrade for my set, so thanks, Scott. Greg at Tiger727 wasn't sure if I had this Robin Yount card. Yeah, I did, but it's okay, because I didn't have either of the other ones he shipped. Some oddball fun in the 1991 Post set, featuring George Brett and Rickey Henderson, both of which fit perfectly in my side PCs. Chuck Northside Guy created a video heaping praise upon my channel after receiving some magazines and price guides with articles focusing on pre-war sets. Well, he also took the time to send me a personal and thoughtful handwritten note showing his appreciation, and I do appreciate that. Finally, from this past Secret Santa event, hosted by the Trading Card Database, my new friend Jeff in Wisconsin learned I collected Paul Molitor and sent over this winner, and I mean, wow, what a surprise. A 2021 Bowman Buyback on-card auto numbered to 50 of the Igniter. Thank you, everyone. Going through some cards and baseball facts, I stumbled across a few numbers that are astounding. How's this for a reminder of how baseball used to be played and managed? Bob Gibson holds the record for consecutive starts with at least 6+ innings pitched in a row. 78. Considering he started between 33 and 35 games a season in his prime, that's over 2 full seasons of not needing the bullpen until the 7th inning when your ace starts. Well, digest these pitching numbers if you dare. Juan Marichal, between 1962 and 1971, had 352 starts and completed 214 of them for a 61% completion percentage. During that same time span, he was selected to 10 All-Star games, had 1 top 10 Cy Young Award finish, he finished 8th in 1971, but 7 times he finished in the top 25 in league MVP voting. 3 of those times in the top 10. Let's hit the hard court for another fascinating set of stats. When flipping over this 2009 Panini Rookies and Stars of underrated Hall of Famer Elvin Hayes, I learned that over his 16-year career, Hayes missed just 9 games. 9 games in 16 years, while playing exactly 50,000 minutes. He was selected to the All-Star game in each of his first 12 campaigns. And since this card's printing, he is currently 11th all-time in points if you just count NBA stats, and 13th if you include Dr. J and Dan Issel's ABA numbers. Speaking of the NBA, LeBron James is quickly closing on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time points record of 38,387. LBJ has been playing well of late, and the 38-year-old is less than 225 points away from setting a new mark. Another future Hall of Famer looking to set a mark no one would thought would be touched. Alex Ovechkin recently passed Gordie Howe's mark of 801 career NHL goals, and now is less than 90 away from the great one, Wayne Gretzky. The Capital is 37 years of age. Speaking of all-time greats, Tom Brady will not be in this year's Super Bowl. And after all the drama since his retirement announcement last year, his return, coaches and players leaving, the poor Tampa start, the divorce, the family gossip, and the possibilities of him playing on the West Coast next season, I'm all over it now. Good riddance, potty mouth. In this year's Australian Open, 5 of the top 20 men's draws were eliminated in the first 2 rounds. 4 of the top 20 on the women's side were upset in just the first round alone, and 2 of the top 10 seeded women fell to start the second week of competition. The biggest name overall to fall was men's number 1 seed Rafael Nadal due to a possible hip injury. Well, the 2023 French Open is scheduled to begin on May 28th. Nadal won last year's event and is 14 for 14 in French Open finals. Compare that to his finals records in the other Grand Slam events. He's 2 for 6 in the Aussie Open, 2 for 5 at Wimbledon, and 4 for 5 in the US Open. He's the only men's tennis player ever to have double-digit wins in French Open singles competition and has defeated 8 different opponents in the final. Think about it. In golf and bowling, you're playing against the course or the lane. In auto racing and marathon running, you're racing against the clock. So this goes to show how impressive Nadal's feat is in winning consistently on the same surface in the same conditions when playing against another individual. It's been a few months since the extremely entertaining World Cup. The Golden Boot Award went to Kylian Mbappe of France, who scored 8 goals, including a hat-trick in the final. His defending champs of France lost to Argentina, thanks in part to the current greatest in Lionel Messi, who scored 2 of his 7 tournament goals in the final. 6 countries who were projected to at least escape the group stage did not, including Germany for the second straight tournament, while performances from the likes of Croatia, Japan, and Morocco in all the knockout stage matches made it worth watching. The future of USA looks promising, even though Greg Berhalter is out as head coach. There's lots of bad blood and drama to dissect in that story. The 2026 World Cup will be held across all 3 North American countries. I've been diligently working on a lot of programming that will soon hit this channel's airwaves over the next few months. Topics to look out for include more airbrushing on Topps baseball cards, cartoons on vintage card backs, a look back at Nolan Ryan's final playing season of 1993, an Albert Pujols career retrospective, some side PC updates, a look at the disappearance of the stolen base and how baseball is trying to get it back, plus records that were meant to be broken, and a startling confession regarding my vintage set collection, aka what am I working on next? What is happening over here? Uh-oh, he's slowing down. He can't handle it, huh? Too much. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Oh boy. One slice to go, too. Oh, what a lightweight. Man, amateur, couldn't do it. Man, it's a shame. One slice left, though. Looks pretty good, too. And I bet you it's still kind of warm. You want it? You want that last slice? I'll get it for you if you do. If you don't, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back, okay? I'm just gonna, oh, he's back. Ah, what happened? Oh, he went to get more cranberry juice. Ah. Is he gonna do it? He might do it. That's a lot for him to digest. Well, that was a lot of news to digest for you, and hopefully you had a couple of slices while hanging out with me. Next time will be my treat, so we'll talk to you soon. Hurry up, Fatso, let's go.